What's up, you guys? It's your boy AOT Tom West, man, and I'm back at it again with another video, man. I know it's been a little while. I've been busy doing the school stuff, but you know what? I'm back at my YouTube stuff, so let's get to it, man. First things first, man. I got a new video. I just want y'all to try this out. We're gonna do a 2017 first 10 picks. First 10 picks, not the whole first round today, just the first 10 picks. We're gonna do a mock draft here, the first 10 pick on who I personally think should go in these personal places. You know what I'm saying? I did my research on these players. I did some looking at their combines and their, I've watched some highlights on some of these guys. And some of these guys, I've seen play before, so I really haven't had to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? I've really looked into the top 10 teams, and I'm gonna tell you guys the top 10 teams. The top 10 teams are Cleveland, San Francisco 49ers, Chicago Bears, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Tennessee Titans, the New York Jets, the Los Angeles Chargers, my Carolina Panthers, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Buffalo Bills. Those are the first 10 picks in the draft. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through each team and go to each pick and why I think they're a good pick for their team. So we're going to start out with the first pick as the Cleveland Browns. I mean, Cleveland needs help everywhere. They have the number 1 pick, and I think they have the 12th pick in the draft. So they honestly do not have to go quarterback on the first pick because this is kind of like a quarterback weak draft. So for my first pick, I think everybody kind of got him going first. Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett literally is like a Von Miller 2.0 basically. They're from the same college, played the same position in college. He's basically Von Miller. They have him as being a potential Von Miller 2.0. So I'm gonna take him first, and I think we've seen how important defensive end is to the game. Honestly, in the last few years now, a lot more quarterbacks are dropping back to pass. Not really too much running going on anymore. I mean, you can argue that this year that we just had, but the year before that, Von Miller literally won that game for Denver Broncos single-handedly, and I was a Panther fan, and it was painful to watch. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I feel like DN is a very significant position now in the game of football because of the passing and everybody dropping back to pass. So I'm gonna take at 1 with the Cleveland Browns. I think that they will land Myles Garrett. Now my second pick, and this dude is rising quickly. He was coming in at like a 9th or 10th pick. Now he's really like my second pick. I think the number 2 pick in the draft to the San Francisco 49ers will be Solomon Thomas. Now this cat is amazing. He has the size, he has the intangibles, he has everything that he needs to have. And this guy really can make plays when needed be. You know what I'm saying? It's just really, honestly, his techniques could probably be a little bit better. But besides that, great player. He's from, like I said, Stanford, right down the road from San Francisco. So that works out perfectly. At the number 3 position, which I was thinking about putting at the number 2 for the Chicago Bears, at the number 3 pick, I'm gonna take Jonathan Allen. I was kind of debating between, Solomon Thomas and Jonathan Allen, but I think Solomon Thomas may have him a little bit because of his intangibles. But Jonathan Allen and Solomon Thomas, they're around the same skill set. You feel what I'm saying? They both can get the same job done. He plays DN as well, D tackle. He can play the 3 technique, the 4 technique, whatever you need him to play, he can play it, which is very clutch because that makes him positional. At the 4th spot, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, I've heard talks about the Carolina Panthers possibly moving up to number 2 to get this person, but I don't think it's going to happen. It would be stupid to happen. The Jacksonville Jaguars, I believe, will pick up Leonard Fournette. With that being said, this makes this offense a pretty good offense. You have an up-and-coming quarterback in Blake Bortles. He's up and coming. You feel me? He's still young. You have T.J. Yeldon as a backup running back at this point, which is a pretty decent backup to have. And you have 2 really good wide receivers in Robinson and Hearns. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good matchup. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly feel like, and don't forget you have Thomas at tight end. So this offense is going to be looking really talented if they can land Leonard Fournette to ground and pound and be able to be balanced out between the pass and the run. That's going to be huge. So I think that is going to be the pick for the 4th pick. I think the 5th pick from the Tennessee Titans will be a cornerback and Marlon Humphreys. I think Marlon Humphreys, I've seen him play against Clemson 2 years in a row. So I've seen what this kid can do. To me, personally, I think that his speed could be a little better, and he got a little better this year. But honestly, he's a pretty good, solid cornerback. He's probably going to be the best cornerback that comes out of this draft, to be honest. I know a lot of people was raving about Tabor at first, but he kind of fell off and stuff. But I think Marlon Humphreys would definitely be a good pick here to take. At 6, and I like this dude, and if he slides back to 8, I would love for the Carolina Panthers to take him. But I think that this dude is going to go pretty early. I'm going to say Jamal Adams out of LSU, safety. This guy, speed is incredible. His recovery speed is amazing. His size is amazing. This guy can float. I mean, seriously. And he's a hard hitter on top of that. He's fast and he hits hard. I mean, you really cannot go wrong with that. I would love to have him, but I believe he's going to top 5. Honestly, top 5 to top 6. I think the Jets will take him if Leonard Fournette's gone. 7 is another dude I like. I got down here Malik Hooker to the San Diego Chargers. This is another ball hawking type of dude. He really reminds me a lot of Ed Reed, and I know a lot of people have compared him to that. I know he got hurt towards the end of the season and stuff like that, so I heard something about his draft stock possibly dropping a little bit, but I think that this guy is extremely talented, so I still think he'll go in the top 7. Then at the 8th pick for the Carolina Panthers. Now, this could go either way with these guys, but I know that the Panthers need a DN, they need a slot wide receiver, and they need possibly a running back. Now, this is going to sound off, but I know my team. I know the Panthers. They do little crazy crap like this. It is a possibility, and this is why I got him down. I got the Panthers taking O.J. Howard at 8. Is it convenient? No, because we already have Greg Olsen, which is probably top 3 wide receiver in the game. But Cam Newton is known to play better with 2 tight ends. And Ron Rivera has talked a lot about the offense evolving. I've seen O.J. Howard toast Clemson 2 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? And for you guys that watch this channel, y'all know how big of a Clemson fan I am. I've seen him toast us 2 years in a row. This guy can get downfield. Now, my only problem with O.J. Howard is that he doesn't really play good throughout the season. He only plays goods in the games that matter, which, I mean, I guess that's good. You know what I'm saying? He plays goods in the games that matter. He always shows up in the games. When you really need him to show up, he's going to show up. But, like, ongoing progress throughout the season, I don't really see out of him. But he would be a good addition to the Carolina Panthers. I would be okay with that pick. I wouldn't be upset with it. At the 9th pick with the Cincinnati Bengals, which I honestly think this cat is the best player in the draft, Reuben Foster. He's a middle linebacker. Y'all know how crazy I am about middle linebackers, man. This guy is talented. This guy has the size. This guy has the physical intangibles. He has everything you need as a middle linebacker. Like, literally just me talking about him makes me excited. Like, this guy is super talented. Like, honestly, if you need he's the best player. They call him the human hitman. You feel me? In football, he's the human hitman. Like, that's crazy. And for a lot of you guys that don't know Reuben Foster, just go look at that national championship game when he flipped Deshaun Watson. That's all you really got to see. And at that 10th pick, my man from Clemson, I got the Buffalo Bills picking up another Clemson wide receiver, and Mike Williams, man, the best wide receiver coming out of the draft right now. I don't see why they wouldn't take him. Him on one side, Sammy Watkins on the other side. I mean, that's really all we have to say. Like, that's just a beast mode ass, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wide receiving core right there, man. So you guys get in the comment box and tell me what y'all think. Y'all give me y'all mock draft results. Y'all tell me what y'all think about my results as well. All right, see you guys later.